Alright. Hopefully audio comes in through nice here for you guys. This to me was an interesting game. Welcome to my channel. I don't normally voice over too many of my games or ever have. But yeah, I'm hoping to... I love this game quite a bit and I'm quite hooked into it. And I'm thinking of doing more things with it. And who knows if I'll carry on with this, but... yeah, I'm gonna make a channel and call it Gold Player with Conch Knowledge, which is, or close to that, basically what I am. Like, I think I understand the strategy of this game pretty good. The thing that really holds me back is my ability to actually like select stuff like perfectly every time. My fingers and hand does not fucking go where I want it to all the time. Drives me crazy. And that's just a thing. I just have shitty fine motor coordination compared to other people. Like I couldn't even play a trumpet properly with, only 3 buttons. I tried learning guitar. And just making my fingers do what I want them to do is just like fucking annoying. I'll try and keep it a little more PG too. I'm not big into cursing and swearing and whatever and calling shit effing this and effing that and whatever. So if you have young kids around, and which a lot of us gamers, especially that are into the series Age of Empires, we've been around for a few years now, a few decades, to sort of get some love for this game. I used to play Age of Empires too. I wasn't really that big into it. I was young when I was playing it too. I was like 12 years old, so, and I was pretty dumb when it came to playing strategy games, and I find this game is just an absolute challenge for me too. Like I kind of like, I've always liked sort of Sim City, which this game really has nothing to do with at all, like in style or play style, but I do love just being able to, try and grow a monster of a base as fast as I can, and then an army, and just, seeing if I can just plow right into them. It's actually not my typical play style to do that. Just gather up a big force and try and, because it doesn't actually work. Maybe even at lower levels it kind of does. And sometimes a big one-on-one army is the fight that happens even at the highest levels. But when I watch most pro players play, it's like what really ends a game is the other player basically surrendering because he just feels there's just no way that he can climb out of the hole that he's been dug into by me or other players. And the same thing happens to me, and I've caught myself actually I surrender too early sometimes. I feel like I get the feeling like I might be defeated and there's just no way to climb out of the hole I'm in. And then I end up seeing the guy's economy, and it's like, wow, he only has like 40 or 50 villagers, so his economy is literally like half of what mine typically gets to in a game. Like really, if you're a good player, all good players that I've watched play, they're just constantly producing villagers and military until they're up to 200 pop, and then they might trim off their economy in order to bolster their military more. So this game here is a game I feel like that should have really gone well for me. I got the early spears out and I destroyed his camp, so that kind of screwed him over from being able to get his gold right away. I don't know where he got his gold from actually, and like, so yeah, this is just, I feel kind of weird that I lost this game But he got really lucky here. And, oh yeah, this is where I missed. So I had 6 villagers already ahead of his. Like, he came here and he built that, and then he built that with 9 villagers, and I had 6 on this, and he still beat this going up. So out of this here, like, I'm committed to it now. Like, I had it halfway up already. So, like, I don't think bailing on it would have been a great idea neither, because, like, this is my gold here, and I got food, trees. Like, look at this spot, man. Like, if this would have gone up, I would have been so safe for quite a while to just fucking, you know, eco boom like crazy. But anyway, so he beat me to it, and I lost. I've already lost 8 villagers out of this compared to his 2. This early in the game at 6 minutes, that is huge. It's like, how many villagers do I have total? Hold on, we gotta go to this. Yeah, so he has 18, I have 13 now. 19, 13. And he took out 8, so that's half. Wait, what was it again? How do we go back? Switch to regular UI. Yeah, so he took out half my workforce. Or 1/3 of my workforce. That's right. All I have left is like less than double that now. So that's just crazy at this early in the game. And you can see what it's doing for his score. He's not yet making any military, but he's just that far ahead on villagers now. So I'll go back to this. And I guess I do pump villagers maybe a little faster, or did he get some idle time on his TC? Here is, boy, we both had already a minute 45 and 46 of idle time on our town center. Is that right? Oh yeah, there's the word kills. Collected, distributed. Value of all any destroyed. So because I killed one of his buildings, I got a bit of a higher score there. So yeah, he's way ahead of me now. And then at some point, maybe I read it wrong, but I end up getting back ahead on worker kills. But then he gets so far ahead in military that, yeah, so like, you know, spoiler alert, I do end up losing this game. But why do I end up losing this game is why I keep losing it. That thing keeps going. I'm attracted to red blinking circles, so I'm going to naturally keep on clicking on that thing every time I see it pop up on the mini-map. Which is not a bad habit to have, by the way, because if you're not paying attention to your mini-map while you're playing the game out here, like, you're missing out on yourself, like, potentially about to get flanked or whatever. How do we, toggle fog of war. There we go. Like, so this is my base's vision, all this lit up part. If he has units right here, I can't see them. You know, for those of us that don't play this game. And then, like, you know, you see the vision of my spearman right there. I got another spearman here working on inside his base, trying to work down this gate. Obviously don't want to go that way. His TC is super powerful. It's got that rifle shot just like this thing does. You know, whereas mine just shoots arrows, which are still really good. Like, I think they're probably equal in damage, maybe even 25. Oh no, his is doubled. His does double the damage to an enemy player than this thing does. This thing's still a fucking. I love this little landmark for feudal age. For this civilization. I'm just learning to play this. I only just bought this expansion for Age of Empires 2. This is the I forget what it's called. Something maybe having to do with knights, but you get the Knights of Lancaster, and you get the Knights Templars, or the Templar Brother Knights, which is a freaking OP civilization. I feel like Knights Templar. That's what it's called. It's a very tough civ for me to beat, and I see other players going up against them, against players playing that civilization, and it's like they get a big fight from it too. There's like no such thing as a quick game, I feel like, against Knights Templar for some reason. And I mean, yeah, because it's more of a tanky civilization compared to others. Like, some civilizations are good for harassing and aggression, early aggression, and big damage. And others are made to more like take damage and resist damage. Kind of like mass online multiplayer games and whatever, and there's all sort of a balance to it, and you wanna play to the strengths of the civilization ideally. You know, if they have a particular kind of unit that is especially good compared to the generic unit that maybe the other side produces. Like, for instance, this civilization, look at my town center doing nothing here. And the time stacking up. That's bad, man. That's number one thing you can do, is just keep on producing villagers and not forget to produce villagers. Why am I not producing? Look at all the food I have too. Just out to lunch meat. So like there's a big loss right there. And look at he's 9 villagers ahead on me now. I'm obviously busy horsing around up here, making some more rams here. I'm gonna take out his 2 docks. He's got no answer for it yet. I'm working on taking this out. Am I starting to produce bills yet? No, look at that, 3 minutes still going by. That's just terrible. And this is a typical, like, every gold and below player move. Every gold player and below struggles to keep villagers producing, because it's just like you get caught up in paying attention, making sure, okay, is he gonna have a response for this or not? I want to come back over here and I want to check that. I want to come back over here, check that. That thing keeps blinking off, so that's, it really tests your ability to multitask and remember what your duty is, basically. And your number one duty is to keep on producing. There we go. Like 4 minutes. So I have double the idle time now, and now he's 13 bills ahead of me. That is just stupid. But at least I think I get this dock down too. And then he's going to end up having a few idle fishing boats if I get this thing down. But I don't. Oh, it's on fire though, so that's a good thing. Let's go back to this view. We'll see if it ends up burning down eventually, as he doesn't get around to repairing it. And I got this thing going back here. I'm doing good damage on his infrastructure here. But obviously that didn't go for very long. Now he's got 3 barracks out. He's got units coming across here. Yeah, this thing just really screwed me over for sure to start with, and then 14 built ahead, and then at least my TC is still pumping villagers. Once I do catch myself and I let myself get a little mad at myself, then I do tend to get back on top of making sure my town center is constantly producing. I got another ram building here. We'll see if he has an answer for that one because he's got all his military out of his base now, so he's got nothing to defend with. This is just a real fuck over. I was just sending these guys here in case all he had were villagers, and he's like trying to mine this big gold now. I would have assumed that he got on that. I don't know where the fuck where did he get gold from anyways? And pardon my language, man. Oh yeah. But even then, there's not much taken off of that. He didn't even take enough for an age up off of that one. And we might have to restart this replay. I got that guy guarding that gold, and now he's sending his military back. Oh, he's got some here. Like, why doesn't he just come and get this guy? What's he got here? 6 spearmen, 6 palace guards. The spearmen don't have much armor, but they're great for taking down horses. And these guys have a lot of armor. They don't do much. They don't do as much damage, but they're just super tanky, and they'll take out a group of spears like this, no problem. Yeah, spears are pretty weak against them, but they're pretty tough against ranged fire, arrows and whatnot. I ran my bows back by accident. Fight too much. Look at his military count. It's just 14. There's still 13 builds ahead. Oh, look. See, I had more idle time. Another 30 seconds plus, 40 seconds plus of idle time. This is just bad, man. This is so bad. No, I got another group. 10 palace guards. Just got that same force there. I'm just coming up here, see what's going on. I see what's going on too. I'm gonna try to scatter these guys because I can, you know, if I save these guys and I can harass with them. He goes up there. You really want to try and preserve the army that you build up, you know, for a big fight at some point. That's part of the game as well, for sure. Let's see if I got a villager kill here. Oh yeah, so I got 5 villager kills, and he had 9 at this point. Now I'm getting third age up coming in, and this gets interrupted as well on me. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember who was in this game. One of the games I got my age up completely disrupted, and then I lost all the resources to pay for it. I thought that was his, but at least he still got some deer here, which is nice. Oh, he's got a villager right there. If I would have noticed that. Oh, he's got a bunch. Nice. This is smart. This is like, you know, he's building sort of a forward base. It's quite well defended against what abilities I have right now. I got all these built now though, and I'm gonna have a bunch of crossbows, and crossbows will deal quite nicely with these because crossbows anti-heavy armor specialist. There's these guys. Only good against unarmed targets. But if you have a lot of them, and they're very cheap to produce, as you can see, like, well, compared to this guy, 50 food and then 45 wood, which there's lots of wood and less gold. 80 food, 40 gold. But like, yeah, you literally need double these guys to match what these guys can do. Your only problem is they both have probably close to the same health. 80 health. And 70 health. Okay, they have a little bit more health. Armor. 0 armor. 0 armor. 11 plus 1 range attack. 1.12 move speed. Oh, these guys move a little faster, and they have 6 range attack. So, and they have literally spirit. The crossbows literally have double the damage. Excuse me. Now he's just walling me in this way. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. And then I topped out. Depression. I wish it wouldn't just come back to this so fast. Just gonna load it again and see where was something at the very beginning. Memories. Little jog now. Yeah, if I wouldn't have lost all those villagers right at the very beginning, I'm sure I would have been in a vastly better situation. It would have been a much tougher game for him, and I probably would have even made him tap out. Because I'm okay if I get to the late game and I have an economy pumping, I know what units to produce most of the time. And I can mow most people's armies. Not so much in free-for-alls. That's always tough because you don't know who's gonna be coming to visit you, and what kind of units to build, and you can't have an army that specializes in doing everything. I mean, you can make a totally mixed bag army with every kind of unit in it, but then that would still get trampled over by an army of just pure knights, most likely. Like you need a lot of front line, a lot of spears and men at arms, and then hand cannons behind it. You could probably get away maybe with crossbows, and and that's just for a live army. That's not including siege, and then the thing that's going to counter all that, if I just made little bonums instead of horses, is going to be like mangonels and springles. This was a bit of a mistake. I wish I didn't attack him here, because like that would have alerted him to my presence. Did he Yeah, he came to look at it. Like, he might not have even noticed me had I not attacked him. But I am pink, and I like to play the pink color. It was like easy for me to spot my units, especially against a green map. And this is his vision right now. I'm not moving the mouse, touching it or anything like that. This is where he's looking, seeing me show up here. Oh yeah, I wanted to see how much gold he ended up collecting and resources. Oh, he is just short on 2 gold. So what's he do? He just goes to chop wood instead. Oh, and then he spent. He got the tree upgrade. Okay, well, let's back to free camera. He's not aging up yet, right? So how did he get to age up? Me just raking in the gold. Raking in food though. Yeah, and I want to know, where did he get his gold from? There's town center not doing anything. Typical gold player move. Gold player and below move. Which is what we are. Both gold. Me and this guy, Sail Boom. Assuming that's a guy. Oh, he got gold from somewhere. Where'd he get it? Oh. I think I know. Okay, too close to the town center. Thing's got a nasty rifle shot. 25 damage, just like that, the Barbican, which is where he's going right now. So yeah, he must have canceled an upgrade he was buying. Like, that gold just appeared out of nowhere. Oh, where did he get that from? Oh, I know where. This guy, the Imperial official. So he goes around and he collects taxes. This is a China-specific thing, or Jushi's legacy. So that's where he got that from. And like, he managed to come here, build that, while I was already building this. I have 6 building, and he had 9, and like, just so much faster. I wish I could have seen how much time actually that thing is supposed to take to build. Because this thing, by itself, I'm gonna see it now. Alright. Basically learned what we wanted to learn at the beginning of that, but what I want to see is how much time it takes to build both of those landmarks. I wonder if it is not the same, and that's also why it took them so much less time to get that thing built up. Where do we go? Learn. China. Barbecue. Yeah, it takes 1 minute and 50 seconds to build that. Or, whoa, that's the Imperial Palace, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, 1 minute 30. Wow. Well, that deserves a nerf, man. Maybe. It doesn't do anything else. It's just like a little feudal age keep you can use to protect your villagers wherever they're gathering resources. Whereas mine that I built here, Why does this look different? Three minutes, 10 seconds. And then it can build these guys. Well, and the fuel age. That's a good one. I should, I never click on those abilities with that thing. I keep forgetting about it because I don't always play the same civilization all the time. I like to play all the different civilizations that I have access to. I love them all, really. And hence the entire game. So, but yeah, I should pump this one sometime. Next time I'm loaded. That's not even really that much for 10 Demi Lancers, 10 Earl, like 10 Earl's guards. Well, how much do they cost? Here they are. 9, so 10. So that's 900 food worth and 200 gold worth of those guys. Excuse me. Demi Lancers you cannot produce from a stable. They only come from that landmark, and I think it's a one-shot deal that you can get them. Apparently, I think. And then 10 yeomen. Oh yeah, how much? Well, we don't know how much those Demi Lancers are really worth. They're not full Lancer horses, hence the name. So, here's a knight. They all cost the same at the same age, but 140 gold and 100. So maybe they would probably be worth 100 food and maybe 80 gold each if they were an actual unit. Because what's the Hoblar? 75 and 20. Yeah, they're cheap. These are meant more for taking out ranged units. And they're cheaper than normal horsemen that other civilizations produce. Yeah. So that explains it. That explains where things went wrong with that game. So, this is Gold Player with Conch Knowledge here. Hopefully you found this video informative and it can help you be a better gold player at some point, which is my dream. To just stay, if I can stay a gold player. I keep getting kicked back down to silver sometimes because I just, I do dumb things like not produce villagers. And, that's just my attention span for you, so. Not always like that, but sometimes pretty bad. Anyways, hopefully you guys really enjoyed this and you learned a thing or two. Thanks. Bye.